Oh, what's up, everybody? Mr. Nationwide here. Yeah, so anyways, finally got to film a couple karaoke videos, first to start out the year. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry it's been delayed. So, we had the same place as usual at Moonrunners. Yeah, it's been over a year since we've been back over at Israel Sports Bar. Yeah, it's just that, Henry usually go to Moonrunners, which is closer, so that's why we're over there. I mean, since it's like close to the edge of town, so there's like easier access. I mean, you can get there almost every direction, and plus, actually, it's not even that far from my job. It's not even a mile, like a few doors down. So I can either walk there or drive there. Well, I used to go there right after I get off, like if I was closing at 8 o'clock. Yeah, so anyway, I found a good spot for the subwoofer, and I was able to put the seats in, so there's like at least a little amount of space from the front of the subwoofer side. And I finally got the head unit. That the organizer's been well, I may have to move it up on the other side of the window, probably about like an inch or two, and just get like a shorter self-tapping screws, and still keep those washers though to reinforce them. So I have enough space. Yeah, so I got the head unit ready. I just do that on maybe Friday morning if I can do that. And I got the speakers already. I'm gonna try to get them out. Yeah, they're also from Boss Audio. There's like, 300 watts. I'm gonna pause for a minute. Okay, and we should be back. Yeah, I just had to put it back behind the seat. Yeah, so I'm just hoping to be a complete success, though, with the sound system and such. Well, anyway, another crazy thing was going on, like last night. Well, hours before going to Moonrunners, I got off work late, so I was supposed to get up at 4, but I ended up getting off at 5, just to help out for a little bit until, time for me to go. But, well, actually, usually, like, I like staying out so late because, the traffic, yeah, it was like a lot of traffic going eastbound US 70. Yeah, and I need to go to Cheats, though, just so I get at least some points all year. Just add some fuel points. So it would be, 3 cents off per gallon for the next time I fill up. Well, anyway, I was on my way back home, and I was going back, same direction, going westbound on US 70. Yeah, so I was going like about 50 miles an hour, with the cruise control set. And it's 45, but I usually go like 5 over the limit, just move quicker. And if there was a cop, if the radar detector going off, then I just downshift 4th gear and just slow it down to 45, and then get back to 5th, and then just put the cruise control at 45. Anyway, there was a Corvette, orange Corvette, maybe a CO6 Corvette. I'm trying to think what year. It was like a newer one. Not the brand new body style, but like the previous one. It was going fast. I would say that car was going at least like almost 100 miles an hour. And it was on the left lane. And especially when a car goes that fast, I call it fast pass. You feel like the car you're driving in, slower speed at the speed limit, you feel like it's just moving all of a sudden, shaking. Like it almost wants to, the turbulence wants to just get you off the side of the road. So, yeah, it was kind of scary, though, because it just went fast past. You couldn't even see the license plate number, because it's just going simultaneously. And then, of course, there's another car on the left lane, but just swerve on to the right. And, of course, yeah, those Corvettes have very good handling for the track, but I wouldn't recommend using the public road, because not only get a speeding ticket, but you might cost someone else's life. Especially swerving in and out of lanes, like the car was doing a hip check to another car, or running someone off the road, or even yet, somebody trying to cross the road and thought they maybe have enough time to cross over, but had no idea a car was going almost 100 miles an hour, and of course you're not going to stop on time. See, the thing with street racing, like, you don't have enough room to start out. You have to go 0 to 60 quick with under 4 seconds. And then you don't have enough room to stop. Yeah, so what's the fucking point? Especially with the cars in the way, you're going to be swerving in and out of lanes like you're in a video game? Like, what are you playing? Grand Theft Auto on PlayStations? But that's not the only problem. There was 2 Corvettes chasing after that Corvette. No, it wasn't 2 other Corvettes. Sorry. It was 1 Corvette going fast. There was 2 other Mustangs, Ford Mustangs, trying to chase after the Corvette. Well, of course, there's no way a Ford Mustang would ever catch up with a Corvette on the track. Why try it on a public road, especially a U.S. highway? Yeah, so I caught the first glimpse of the Mustangs when it was going slower. I'd say about going about 70, 80, almost 90 miles an hour. And it was looks like a sleek Mustang. It was white and it had blue stripes. And it looks like it's from 2000 to 2004, or 99 to 2004 or something. So it looks like around that year. And so I got the license. Well, before I get to that, then there was another Mustang. I'd say it was like maybe a 2005 all until 2009 maybe. And it was green. So it kind of looked like the Bullet Mustang, but I didn't pay attention to the wheels, but it was green just like the Bullet Mustang. So they were going in, swerving in and out, and I guess they lost sight of the Corvette, and I did too. So anyway, I went and caught up with them. So of course I was going 50, but I saw they were going off the exit I was going on Vandover Springs Road. Of course they're at the stop sign, and then I hear that the first Mustang racing up, going up the 4th gear. Like, he had that loud, the X-pipe dual exhaust. And like, what's the fucking point of doing that if you're going, you're crossing over the bridge, the overpass, to catch that red light? Like, you're doing is just burning gas. It's ridiculous. And then using up more, brake pad material. And the green Mustang was, of course, behind him. So anyway, there was another car in the way. And then the car in front of me was a Dodge Challenger, but he wasn't part of the... Yeah, he wasn't one of the speed demons exactly, especially he had RT, so he just went towards the food line, and the other 2 Mustangs headed straight. So anyway, I was coming after them, and the speed limit's 35, and I think they were going a little over that, almost 60, so I got out of the 5th gear, just so I kept up to them. I was just doing it just to get the license plate numbers. So I went to get the license plate number on both the cars. They were going straight. And me, I was going the left lane, heading towards Timber Drive, right where our volunteer fire department's at, and then Timber Drive Elementary School was like right behind it. So I pulled over by the elementary school, like on the side of the street, but not on school property, and I just reported 911. And so the 911 operator answered, and then what kind of emergency was it? And I said, yes, I'd like to report a couple of speed demons. And yeah, speed demons? Yeah, there's like 3 cars going like really fast. There was a Corvette going almost 100 miles an hour, trying to force people off the road, swerving in and out. And then there's 2 other Mustangs trying to keep up with it. Of course, they lost sight of it because they can't keep up with that Corvette because it's really fast. And it's just those 2 Mustangs are no match for it. And they just won Vandover Springs Road, and I just caught up to them just to get the license plate numbers, which I'm making the report right now. All that. And then he asked me if I know where they're heading to. Is it? Well, I'll say they're heading towards Old Sage Road because Vandover Springs Road, and there's like dead end, so you had to turn either a left or a right to go Old Sage Road if you want to go to US 401. So they're probably heading towards maybe Fouquet Farina, maybe. Yeah, but this is just ridiculous with the street racing. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a fast car to get up to, the speed limit on the freeway. Like, this freeway is like 70 miles an hour. Your regular car with an automatic couldn't keep up that fast. With a muscle car, you can give the speeds quick, efficiently, and just still be at 70 miles an hour. And yeah, that's why I want my Yukon a little bit faster, just so, like, if I'm towing a trailer going up to the freeway, I should do so efficiently. But I always tow at 55 miles an hour, just so I have enough room to slow down. And like these guys that are racing at 80 miles an hour with a bigger, heavier trailer than what the truck should be towing. Yeah. I mean, racing, okay, I like to watch the racing. I like to watch the drag races on TV, maybe NASCAR, and maybe motocross. And then maybe go to, see a race. So yeah, maybe one of these days I'll just get tickets to go see the drag race. Or stock car racing or whatever. Yeah, but it's just not worth, street racing. So it's just not worth it. Because, like, yeah, I used to be a speed demon myself, but I didn't have the right kind of car for it. And plus, I was going, probably 30, maybe 30 miles over the speed limit. And, well, guess what? I mean, I ended up getting the speeding ticket. Well, my first speeding ticket was almost 10 years ago. Like, in February coming up will be 10 years that I had my first speeding ticket. Of course, I was driving my crisp New Yorker. And I was getting lost getting out of Greenville. And then I think it was US 264 I'm getting out. And the speed limit was 70 miles an hour. And there was a bunch of cars, like, they were going slower than the speed limit. There's like a line of cars going like below the speed limit. So I passed all of them. And I was going over 100 miles an hour. And I didn't even realize how fast I was going because that speedometer was like messed up. I thought I was going maybe 80 or 85 miles an hour. And until I heard the sirens blaring, and it turns out I was getting pulled over by the North Carolina State Highway Patrol and State Trooper. North Carolina State Trooper / Highway Patrol. But yeah, I got pulled over there. And I think I got like 3 points on my license. But then they considered that reckless driving. I thought I was just speeding, but I told them the speedometer was off, so I thought I was only going like 80, 85 or so. So it turns out that something with the speedometer, it does that like after certain speeds, like if you're going over 50 or 55 miles an hour, it just gives it like a bad reading on the speedometer. So I had to get that fixed, which costs a lot of money, and plus it costs like almost $300 just to have that attorney over there all the way in Pitt County just to fight my case. And then he was accusing me of not sending more money for another case, and then it turns out that he made the mistake and he ended up sending me a check back for the money I sent him. And I got sentenced with community service, but I didn't get a chance to do that because he didn't tell me where I had to do that, either in Wake County where I do live at, or Pitt County, which is 80 miles away. Because the last time I did community service, it was only 14 hours worth. So I just like do 7 hours one day and then do it the next, another day like the week after that, just to get the perfect judgment on the last speeding ticket I had back in 2014. And this is back in the beginning of 2015. So since it's been 3 years, since it's been over 3 years already, I have no points on my license. Thank goodness. Thank God I didn't have any. That's why I went out and got a radar detector. But if I was living in Virginia, I'd be screwed up because radar detectors are illegal over there, which I think is stupid anyway. And then you get confiscated by the Virginia State Police. Yeah, they're about crooked up there anyway. Just violating their rights. Yeah, anytime they see a car with a North Carolina license plate passing by, they want to pull them over to see if they had a radar detector, and then usually that person didn't even have one. Which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've been through up there so many times, I never even got pulled over. But before I even go over there, I just, like, pull over to a good spot, like, off-ramp of the exit. Like, pull over to the side of the off-ramp just to hide that radar detector and make sure it's unplugged, and even the cord to make sure that's unplugged, too. 5 miles before I go to the state line. And then once I get over to Maryland, then that's when I put everything back in. And then kept on driving. Yeah. So anyway, this be all for right now. So I'm gonna try to, like, my next day off, try to get the stereo system hooked up and installed. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Anyway, so excuse me, I had to burp. I'm drinking Coke Zero. After that, I'm going to see how it works, though. Well, if it works real good with great bass, then I can film a video of it. But, Well, I'm gonna put different kinds of music on the, for the subwoofer. So, like, well, of course, a lot of people put rap, hip hop, R&B. Yeah, I'll play some of that stuff that I like. But it's not going to be just that. I'm gonna see how, dubstep sounds, or techno, or EDM. I'm gonna see how all that sounds with, the subwoofer. Then I'm gonna see how metal sounds. And then, what other songs that had like a lot of bass in there? I don't know. I think in Talking Heads they have some tracks that had some bass in there. I'm gonna see what that sounds like. So all the genres of music, and just see how that sounds. But I'm not gonna be these idiots that just go driving really slow through a subdivision or a neighborhood with the bass going on and off. That it just rattles the windows or the walls of someone's house. Because to me, that's just fucking rude. But, pass through a parking lot, maybe just turn that, down some that I can only hear it in the truck, but nobody else, 3 feet away couldn't hear it. And, maybe like when I'm just on the road, going through traffic, that's fine. Or going through the highway. But, yeah, and maybe test it out to see how it goes in the parking garage at the Crabtree Valley Mall, see how loud that would take. Yeah, there was a story I heard about back in high school, that somebody had a bazooka amplifier tube. Yeah, the subwoofer tube, that had it looks like a speaker, but it's a subwoofer, and it's on a tube, and it has the built-in amplifier in there. So, you can put it anywhere. Like, I could fit it real easy in the truck, but behind the seat, or the Yukon, like, underneath the back seat. But the thing was, like, how that guy had it in his car in high school, it was rattling so bad with that bass. Like, not only the car was rattling, but that rattling, the vibration of that rattle was making every car alarm going off over the school parking lot. Yeah, which was crazy. There was another guy, he had a good car alarm system, it wasn't that sensitive that it didn't even go off. No matter if he had like dual amps and 12-inch subwoofers, it still wouldn't let it go off. But for some reason, all these other cars in that bazooka subwoofer, oh man, that is crazy. He even went through the school parking lot, the teacher's parking lot, even did it, and it did it. Everybody was complaining that their car alarms were going off, and it was all kinds of noises, horns honking and stuff. And then it did the same thing going to the parking garages. Like he was telling me about the one over in Crabtree Valley Mall, and of course it's really hollow in there and the echoes. Oh man, it was. It sounded like, I don't know. It sounded like either it was in the circus, or it sounded like somebody was just escaping prison with the alarms going off. It was funny, and well, of course, you had to stop anyway because it's getting ridiculous. Like, yeah, it may be funnier the third time, but after all that, you gonna be doing that all the time? No. So anyway, this will be also, it's gonna take me a little while to, to upload this. So I got like one video to upload. So I just got a couple karaoke videos in there, and then plus got another video of a guy working with his car, his 72 Plymouth Scamp with the loud Slant 6 like hot rod. So yeah, there's some stories with that car and such. So probably not, maybe get another video of it or not. I don't know, but I got to talk to him first to make sure. And I think Henry already got that trailer already built, the one he was building like a couple months ago. Yeah, so I haven't been by there lately. I mean, we just hung out over at Mooner, so I'll see what's going on from there. So right now, this will be all for right now, so we'll see you around.